I'm here tonight with Frank Fletcher. Um, how you coping with all this disease and stuff?
I mean, just like every other musician across the country, it killed, a whole month's worth of bookings. So, last weekend I went live and did a live stream and got a lot of support from our fans and it really helped. And other than that, we're living RV life. So we're in South Alabama, parked right outside of a lake, and me and my wife we just cooked out and we're hanging out with the dog and trying to be healthy, and I'm writing and trying to learn some new stuff. So when it does come back around, we're running full throttle.
Who inspired you to do music?
Believe it or not, I started out as a blues guy, and Johnny Lang was huge on the Disney Channel when I was like 10 or 11. And so I started out with blues and moved from blues to party rock and the 90s alternative rock stuff, Matchbox 20, Hootie and the Blowfish. And from there, we got really heavy and we started doing like Drowning Pool and Pantera. And for the last 4 years now, I started the country, and I'm from South Alabama, so that's kind of coming back to my roots, coming home, and a lot of my originals have that kind of 90s country music feel to it.
Have you ever sang in a shower, and what song?
Oh, those are always the weird songs that you have stuck in your head that you don't know all the words to, stuff that you wouldn't even admit to knowing the words. That's you'll hear Miley Cyrus or something and then wind up singing it in the shower for some reason. So
we're gonna play your song Let's Party Tonight.
Awesome. Shower.
Four-wheel drive, gonna put it to use. Then my truck's gonna get raced out. Hold on tight, cause it's gonna get wild. Pour a little crown in that Dixie cup. My truck's got high, so I'm on up. No shirt, no shoes, that's just my style. It's so damn hot, it's getting bigger and alive. Got the jacked up trucks and mud on the tires. Bloody a shot, getting past found the bonfire. Party tonight. So pull off the road just as far as you can go to the back of the field so the cops don't know. Drop the tailgate, light the fire, burn on the gas so those flames get high. She's dancing on the hood and the music there. Don't look now, she just caught me staring. She said, yeah boy, you look just right. Come over here, let's party tonight. Got the jacked up trucks and mud on the tires. Bloody a shot, getting fast round the bonfire. Got the boom of the bass when the country song hits. Got the prettiest girls with the jeans that fit just right. So let's party tonight. Let's party tonight. Getting past round
How do you feel that the internet has impacted the music industry?
It's made it accessible to anybody and everybody, and it's also helped so many musicians that would have never been heard to get out and have their own platform. So, I mean, it's bittersweet because it's also hurt with all the streaming stuff. You know, a lot of the writers and stuff, they're not getting the pay that they should be getting. So it's a double-edged sword. You know, it's helped a lot of people, but it's hurt the songwriters and producers and stuff from getting their full cuts. So,
as a musician, what do you enjoy the most?
I love being on stage. I'm a performer. I love seeing their reactions. When you come to a live show, one of my live shows, it's I'm standing on tables and chairs and pulling people up on stage and standing on the bar and you know, it's just a good time. That's my favorite part about it.
Who would you like to collaborate with?
Oh, there's so many huge talented people that I would love just to be in the same room with. So that's a hard one. I think Riley Green right now is one of my favorites. He's another Alabama boy, and I think his upbringing was a lot like mine in South Alabama. He's from North Alabama, but you know the stuff he writes about is a lot like my childhood. So I think it'd be cool to hang out with him and get to write with him some.
Where can people go and see your videos, music, and events?
You can go to my website, which is www.frankfletchermusic.com. That's the main website, and it also has links to my YouTube page, my Facebook page. I've got a full calendar now. You know, I'm trying to keep up with them as much as I can. A lot of them have canceled out by them due to the COVID stuff. So, you know, we're going to keep as many of the dates as we can, and we're going to make up as many of the dates that we can as soon as all of this stuff, you know, settles down.
If you could play an instrument, what would it be and why?
So I started out playing saxophone in middle school band. And me and one of my best friends, he played trombone, and we decided neither one of those were cool enough, and we traded them in for guitars and started our first band when we were, you know, like freshmen in high school. And I've kicked myself. You know, you pick up a guitar player, you know, we're kind of a dime a dozen, especially, you know, the front guy acoustic picker like myself. You know, there's 100 of us on every street corner in Nashville, but how many times do you find a really good saxophone player? So I kind of wish I would have stuck with that just to set myself apart.
Okay. Well, thanks for being on the show tonight. Enjoyed meeting you and talking to you.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you having me. And we'll have to do it again sometime, brother.
That'd be great.